sometimes you've got to connect at the soul. It's okay. I'm not embarrassed to try, because to me, what you are doing is grand. It's very big. It's very admirable and very awesome. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you have your faith, if you have your health, you can still conquer and you can still climb mountains. I know it. My mother got her degree when she was 60 years old. And she passed away a year and a half ago. And every time I see you walking in that building, I think of her because of your efforts and the things and the sacrifices that you go through. I cannot believe how these people join together week and week, every day, 4 times a week, to gather together and come pick other friend. They call me, I want to have a meeting. I want to have another meeting. And right now I'm going to bring the leaders of the Golden Club, the ones that work behind the scenes, the ones that are the unsung heroes that push and push and push all of you to come together. So I'm very puzzled. I don't know if you push and don't forget me, come get me. I cannot be late. I have to be in school. Or is it Minas, this powerful woman behind the scene pushing the people that get you there? But regardless of what it is, I see the commitment. I know that Aga Khan would be so proud to be able to know what this community here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is doing. And I hope one day I get to meet him. I have a student of mine that works in his foundation in Canada, and I hope one day, because I love him, I respect him, but I know he's one. He's all one like we're all one. And that's why I stand down here, and I'm not superior, and there's no one but God that's almighty and superior. So I want to finish, and I can go on and tell you how special you are and how proud. But this is just the beginning. You have a journey. You have not finished. You have your health. You already know the system. You've started part 1. There will be several parts. Last week, I read an article. There was a 76-year-old man, and it took him 14 years to get a degree, a Bachelor's of Science. I have a lady right now that she put so many kids through an after-school program. They named the school after her. She was a single parent with 5 children, sent her children off to school, opened an after-school program for 20 years. She helped children after school. Her name is Bea Salazar. I sit on her board. She's gotten recognition by the last 3 presidents for her efforts. And I said to her one time, so when are you going to go back to school? When are you going to finish your education? She came back to our program. She has passed 4 out of the 5 GED tests. And in the fall, she'll start Brookhaven College. She's 68 years old. Serving the community 20 years, raising her 5 children. She is an example of what all of you can still do. All of you. So if you think about it, if God gives you 10 more years, and I know we're tired. I turned 49 last week, and I am tired. But you know what? I still have 40 more years to go. I'm going to live to be 100. So when I sit back and I said, Lord, what else are you going to ask me to do? I never thought I was going to have this kind of programs for elderly. And it started with the Golden Club coming to my building. For those of you that don't know, they came in Christmas, and we serve a lot of the needy families in the Carrollton Farmers Branch. 75 of the senior Golden Girls, I call them Golden Girls and Golden Boys, they came and did an amazing job under the direction of these people I'm going to call in a minute. When I saw them, and I saw my best friend Dean right here in the front, very assertive and very go-getter, and he was talking about computers. He has gone into my office and helped me figure out my computer. So I said, why can't we start a program? And he started talking about how excited it made me to see, and how some of these students here, and a lot of you that are sitting here, have been with me for 9 years at the health fair. How many of you, I'm going to ask you, how many of you, by a show of hands, have participated and helped in the Carrollton Farmers Branch Health health fair. Many of you here. So I'm telling you, how can I not say that we are one? How can we continue to integrate and merge as one? What I have done for communities like the Hispanic communities, what I've tried to do with the Asian community, the Chinese community, we have a school. My dream is to have you as a big part of Carrollton Farmers Branch, as a big part in many areas, not only, and if they're your examples, and they're the ones that are going to start off, then we're going to open more classes and more programs, because we can't stand alone. We can't stand separate. We got to merge into one. And from this day on, and I learned it in December, we are one. So one more time, I thank you for giving me the opportunity out of your wonderful program to speak to you. And I speak a lot, and I know I only had 10 minutes. But at this point, I'd like to have my 3 members of, and I'm going to read them because I always mispronounce it. We're going to start out with Minas. Minas, get over here. Minas Sailani, she called and wrote me emails She wrote me emails at 11 at night, at 12:30 at night. She called me in the morning until I said, Minas, I'm very busy. I'm going to start a big project. I need you to stop calling me for 2 weeks. And she was very good, and she stopped. Then we have Shaka, come over here. You know, you and I are best friends. It's just you gotta give me an easier shortcut. Okay, good. How about that? And Nader Sah, Lalani. Nader, where are you? Look, he never stops. He's probably getting the cars ready to take people back. And his wife, Hina, where are you? I don't know